Hey everyone, this is Amanda with Adwerx. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Let me know in the questions box if you cannot hear me or see my screen, and I will do everything I can to make that work. I will keep everybody muted, and then if you have any questions, just feel free to ask them in the questions box, and I'll answer them as we go along. Nina, are we waiting others to attend, or do you have everybody with you in the room? All right, thanks so much. Again, my name is Amanda Rappold. I am with Adwerx, and today we are going to talk about this new brilliantly simple digital marketing platform that has been designed for you as an agent in mind. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the questions box. If you cannot see my screen or hear me, just let me know. I am currently working from home right now. In North Carolina, we've had a lot of snow for us so far these past couple of days. Everything's now kind of iced over, so waiting for it to warm up a little bit, and then I'll head into the office. So if my internet's a little spotty, just let me know and bear with me. All right, so here we go. I bet some of you have noticed since maybe Thursday or Friday some emails coming through with Adwerx and wondering, what it's all about. Well, don't worry, those emails are real. They're from Adwerx, and I'm going to explain what it means, what this program means to you as an agent, and everything that Coldwell Banker, Griffith, and Blair American Home has done for you. So the first thing we understand is that local marketing is critical to you as the agent. It's really important that you're marketing your homes to local home buyers, and that you're also staying top of mind with potential clients. And it's important that you're marketing your homes to local home buyers because you want to make sure that you are targeting people specifically interested in real estate in that area of where your home is. You don't necessarily want to be targeting people across the country that may not be moving to your area. So it's really important that you are reaching the people that are searching for real estate within your area. And of course, you always want to stay top of mind with potential clients. You want to make sure that you are the agent that they choose over the other agent down the road. And how do you do that? How do you make yourself stand out? So in the current market, we are understanding that sellers have high expectations. I'm hearing from a lot of agents these days. In the current market, sellers are having high expectations. They are demanding digital marketing from their agents. They want to know exactly all the ways that the agent is going to promote the home online for them. So it's really important that you are delivering on the promises that you make to your sellers. We also understand that 92% of home research is done online, with 50% of it being done on mobile devices. I know for a fact when I was purchasing my first home, then I sold it, I bought my second home, everything I did was online. I didn't pull out newspapers, I didn't look at magazines, any of those flyers that came in the mail I threw away. So it's really important that if a lot of people are doing their research online, that's where you're marketing your homes. You want to stay ahead of the trend, ahead of the curve, and you want to be in front of all of your prospects. These days, we also understand that inventory is tight. So you want to make the most out of the listings that you do win. And at the end of the day, we know that technology is overwhelming. 70% of the average day is spent in front of one screen or another. I mean, just think about how many times you're in front of a screen. When I wake up in the morning, I check my phone, I get to work, I'm on my laptop, I come home at night, I'm sitting in front of the TV with my laptop on my lap and my phone next to me. So I can't have any more screens in front of my face throughout the day. So if that's how I'm spending my time, it's really important that you are, again, where your sellers are spending their time. And there's so many different platforms to use, different programs, best practices. It's just really daunting and overwhelming. So that's where this new partnership with Coldwell Banker, Griffith, and Blair, American Home, and Adwerx has come into play, because we're going to make it brilliantly simple for you as an agent. So now we're going to introduce this new Adwerx automated program. So what we've done here is, as of December 6th, any new listings that were entered into the system, and technically it goes back to November 29th because Adwerx is doing a 1-week look back. So any new listings technically that were entered into the system as of November 29th going forward, it's all single family homes, $80,000 and above, and condos and townhomes, $45,000 and above. Any of those new listings that were classified as just listed that were entered into the system as of November 29th going forward will receive 1 week of free digital advertising paid for on behalf of Coldwell Banker, Griffith, and Blair, American Home. This is free digital advertising to you as an agent. There's nothing that you need to do other than win that listing like you normally do, enter it into the system, and then Adwerx takes care of the rest. And so what we've done here is we have completely integrated with your listing data feed. So we were able to pull all the information once you enter it into MLS. We pull all the information about that property, and then we create these custom ads that are automatically created, targeted, and displayed thousands of times per week in front of local prospects that are interested in real estate specifically. And in the middle here, you can see what those ads look like, and I'll show you a little bit more in a minute. And then after those ads are created, typically we pull the information from the feed around 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then the next day around 11 a.m. Eastern time, you should receive an email in your inbox from Adwerx letting you know that your ad is going to be up and running in about 24 hours. And so again, these are custom ads specific to your property, to your new listing, that are going to be displayed thousands of times per week on Facebook, mobile, Instagram, and the web. And then what we're going to do is we are going to target you and your seller so that you both get to see the ads in real time while you are browsing the internet. And then we'll also send you both daily reporting so you can see how the ads are performing in real time during that 7-day run. So these customized ads are automatically created for you. And so here you can see the 3 ad campaigns that we have created. I think there's a delay here. There we go. Okay. So on the left here, we have the web ad, and the colors are on brand. The logo is locked down for you. We pull bed bath price. We'll put a just listed banner on there, the property photo, and your agent information. And so all that information is put into these custom ads that are displayed on the web. And then we do the same formatting for Instagram and Facebook. We follow their compliance rules, so there's nothing that you need to worry about getting approved or anything like that. Everything fits directly into their templates, and we'll create these custom ads that are spun out thousands of times per week. And so I said earlier, that we're going to target, local prospects that are in the market, that are interested in real estate. So, how do we figure that out? Who exactly is going to see these ads? Well, it's anybody that is within a 15-mile radius of your property that is looking at listings, using a mortgage calculator, searching moving companies, maybe researching school districts, anything that shows that browsing behavior, that interest, that they are interested in real estate and that they're researching it. We have targeted those people specifically. So we take your property address, we drop a pin on that property address, and we draw a 15-mile radius around that property. And everybody within that 15-mile radius that's interested in real estate, that's browsing real estate related websites, are going to see your ads, again, on Facebook, mobile, Instagram, and the web, thousands of times per week. Any questions here so far? Okay, and so like I said, these ads are displayed on web, mobile devices, mobile apps, Facebook, and Instagram, on all major sites, as well as local sites and blogs. Okay, great. So as you can see here, your ads are going to appear on, New York Times, CNN. Maybe they're checking the stats from last night's game on ESPN. They're working to get recipes for the holidays. Any major site that there is ad space available on, your ad is going to show up, as well as local sites and blogs. So nothing inappropriate, just anything that's that has available ad space on the web or Instagram or the mobile apps. That's where your ad is going to show up. And then again, as they're scrolling through Facebook or through their Instagram feed, they're going to be able to see your property show up there, sponsored by local real estate. And when they click on this ad, it's going to direct them to the listing page that you have associated with your property in MLS. So the listing page for Coldwell Banker is what's going to show up. And I said earlier, we're going to make sure that you get to see the ads and view reporting. So you know what the ad looks like while you're scrolling through the web, while you're looking online. It's really important that you get to see ads in real time. We want to make sure that you're seeing them, you know exactly what it looks like out there. You can screenshot it, send it to your friends, to your sellers, to family, just letting everybody know, look at all the work that I've done to get my client's home out on the internet. And then on the left here is an example of the emails that you will receive. That's more into your dashboard here, but it will show you what the ad looks like. You'll get to toggle between the views and the clicks, making sure that the ad is performing well. Some agents have noticed that maybe a price was, initially listed too high for that property. And then after seeing the performance, they reduce the price. Then they start to see, more clicks and more impressions going through. So it's really important that you are viewing the data here to ensure that you have everything priced properly and that you're making sure that you're, reaching as many people as you can. So to kind of go over what's happening here for you again, as the agent, you are receiving 7 days of free digital advertising paid for on behalf of Coldwell Banker, Griffith, and Blair American Home. That's 7 days of free advertising that you don't have to do anything for. Just win that listing like you normally do, enter it into the system, and then Adwerx is going to take care of the rest by creating these custom ads specific for your property, displaying them thousands of times per week on Facebook, mobile, Instagram, and the web in front of local prospects that are interested in real estate. So it's really important that you're winning those listings like you normally do, entering them into the system, and then checking that daily reporting that you receive when the campaign is active and running. I'm going to flip in to a different screen to show you what it looks like after you've won that new listing if you haven't already received an Adwerx email by now. But again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the questions box. Okay, so right now you should be able to see a Gmail inbox. So like I said, we integrate with the data feeds nightly around 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern time, and then by 11 a.m. Eastern time the next day, you're going to receive an email in your inbox, something along the lines of receipt for your campaign, transactional summary. Make sure that you are clicking on these emails from Adwerx when you get them in the morning. Once you click on that, then you're going to see your property. It's going to be Coldwell Banker, Griffith and Blair, American Home branded for you. It's going to show you your property. It's going to let you know it'll be up in 1 business day. And so I said earlier that you don't need to receive any approvals on your ads. You don't need to reach out to Neil or corporate, anything like that, because everything has already been approved for you by your team. The only approval that we do need is from our ad networks. So we need to make sure that the ads are compliant and that there's nothing inappropriate on them. So that's why it takes about 1 business day for our ad networks to go through and approve your custom ads. And then once those are approved, the ads will already be up and running. So what's really great here is it gives you a reminder, shows you what the ads look like, and then it will have you know that if the ads are going to run for 1 week across Facebook, web, mobile, and Instagram. And then what's really great here is where it says modify seller info. We've actually integrated with Dotloop. So that means that your seller's emails are automatically going to be added to your listing ads for you. And this is really important because when your sellers are saying, hey, why should I choose you? What makes you the agent that I should work with over somebody else that I've been speaking with? What are you going to do for me? Well, you can let them know that you're going to create these custom ads specifically for their property, display it thousands of times per week all over the internet, specifically in front of local prospects interested in real estate. And so not only are you going to do that for them, but you're also going to target them with their ads so they get to see their ad in real time and also receive that daily reporting. So these are all the ways that you're going to deliver on your promises, and all we had to do was integrate with Dotloop, and that's taken care of for you there as well. So when it says modify seller info here, if you click on it, maybe you need to remove an email for whatever reason. It's a new development and you don't need the developer to see all the reporting in the ads. You can remove them from here underneath where it says add. It'll actually have their emails listed 1 at a time. But maybe you only had 1 person listed there and it's a couple that's selling the home, or they want their friends and family to see the ads, or their mortgage lender. You can list in here as many people as you want, whoever the seller wants to see the ads and the reporting. You just add them in 1 at a time in this box. So we'll pull whatever you have in Dotloop, but maybe if you need to add additional people, then you can do that here on your own. You can always have a copy sent to yourself as well, so you know it is exactly being sent to your seller. And your seller is only going to receive this daily reporting and be targeted by the ads when your campaign is active and running. When the campaign status is complete and the 7 days are up, or maybe you didn't extend the ad, then you're going to go through and you're going to see that your sellers are not going to receive any more reporting from Adwerx. So after you have all the information in here, it's going to bring you into that My Campaign results page. This is just the page specifically for that campaign in your dashboard. And we'll take a look at what your dashboard looks like in just a little bit. But when you click on the ad, it's going to show you exactly what the ad looks like. You can view ads. You can see the status. So if it's within that first 24 hours, the status will be pending approval. You can just until the ad networks approve the ad campaign. Once it's been approved, the status will say running. It'll let you know the start and end date. And again, that package for you is 1 week because it's paid for you for those first 7 days. When you scroll down, you can toggle between the views and the clicks, see how the ad is performing. When you receive the daily reporting, it's going to be an overview from the last few days. But if you come into manage your campaign specifically in your dashboard, you can toggle between the dates to see specific reporting on views and clicks. It is going to lump in Instagram here with mobile and Facebook all together. And then you can see here on the clicks as well. Industry standard is half a click per 1,000 impressions. So we typically see 2 to 3 times that within the first couple of days. And then we're always trying to deliver at least 7,000 impressions per week on your listing ad. A couple of other things you can do here. You can add weeks if you want to. So that first 7 days is paid for you. Then you come in, click on add weeks. I'll have the actual pricing available for you when we go through your portal. You can add anywhere from 1 to 5 weeks. You do get additional discounts when you do 3 to 5 weeks, but you would just select however many weeks you want. It'll bring you to the checkout page, add your credit card, purchase and launch the ad, and it will continue to run. We can also come up here to My Account. When you click on My Account, to your campaign's dashboard. It's going to show you all the ways that you can actually sign up to start new listing ads or other campaigns. And then if you scroll down, it'll show you all the ads that you're currently running or that you ever ran in the past. So right here, we have 123 Main Street that's up and running, but for whatever reason, we forgot to add our seller's information. You can add it at any point. Maybe it didn't pull through in .loop. Maybe, again, you want to add additional people. You could just click on Send Report to your client and then add them in again one at a time. You can also add weeks directly through this, this page here and manage the campaign maybe by canceling it or anything like that. You can click there as well. You can see here that 123 John Street has already ran. The status is complete. The seller's email is listed here. This is the only place where we store the seller's email addresses. Again, like I said earlier, when the campaign status is running, that is the only time that your seller is going to receive reporting from Adwerx. When the status is completed, they will not receive any reporting from Adwerx. We do not use their emails for anything other than sending them daily reporting when the status is running. Every email is uploaded, encrypted, and hashed, so there's no way for us to use these emails for anything other than sending them reporting when the campaign is running. Some other great things here, you can update your account settings. Maybe you want to change the name, your email, your password. You can do that here. You can update your credit card as well. And then we have this great listing presentation PDF. It's a 2-page document that you can download and bring to upcoming listing appointments. We also have a video I have sent over to Neil. We will have one that is branded specifically to your firm. Right now, it's just a generic video, but in case you don't want to have to memorize the presentation PDF here, or you're not really good at explaining the whole program, not to worry. We do have a video. It's about 1 minute long, and you can play that during your listing appointment, and just shows all the ways that Adwerx and Coldwell Banker, Griffith and Blair American Home have partnered to get your prospects' homes marketed online. I'm going to show you your portal in just a little bit. I'm going to go back into the presentation now. Again, let me know if you have any questions. All right, so we saw what it looks like for you as the agent, winning that new listing, entering it into the system, and how Adwerx will create these custom ads for you. So let's understand what it looks like for your seller. Sorry guys, the slides are a little bit slow. I want to try to catch up here. Okay, so like I said earlier, customers are asking agents, what are you doing for me? Why should I choose you? 60% of sellers are demanding digital marketing from their agent. I don't know if that number's low or high to you guys, but we're hearing it more and more these days that agents or sellers are just demanding more from their agents. They see that there's, a lot to be desired from digital marketing. That's where a lot of people are spending their time. Just how Amazon kind of retargets you all the time with things that maybe you were looking at and you put in your shopping cart and then you don't buy. So they're seeing how things can be done with advertising, and so they just want to make sure that they're getting the most out of their time working with you as their agent and making sure that their home is sold quickly and smoothly. So it's really important that when you do go into that listing appointment that you come kind of prepared with everything that you have to prove to them that you are the agent that they should be working with. And you can let them know that with this partnership with Adwerx, that you're going to have these custom ads specifically for their property, spun out thousands of times per week in front of local prospects that are interested in real estate, in front of them thousands of times per week on Facebook, mobile, Instagram, and the web. And you can tell them to, you challenge them to find another agent that's going to do that work for them. I mean, within listing with you, within 36 hours, these ads are already going to be up and running. So, there's not a lot of downtime. You win that listing, and then that's it. You don't have to do anything else. You're going to impress your sellers. You're going to make them happy, and it's going to increase that referral business for you. So once you win that listing, we create those ads. We're going to make sure that your sellers are receiving that reporting here on the left. going to let them know that you as their agent have created this ad for them. It'll show them specifically what their ad will look like. Let them know that the ad campaign is starting, and then they'll receive that daily reporting the 7 days that the campaign is. What's also really great here is if you look at that email at the bottom left, it says share listing on Facebook. This is free digital advertising for you, and if your sellers have their own Facebook accounts, I highly suggest getting them to share this to their Facebook page. Because while with the automated program, we're targeting people specifically interested in real estate on Facebook, here, if they share this to their personal Facebook page, it is targeting their Facebook friends and family all over the world, you know, just happen to see this ad pop up. It's really going to impress them. They're going to end up screenshotting it. They're going to send it to your seller and say, hey, how did you get your home on Facebook here? This is crazy. What did your agent do for you? It's going to kind of create that buzz of people talking about it. And you never know that if there's somebody in the area that may be interested in buying or selling, they're going to see the work that you've done, and then they're going to reach out to you. So it's just free digital advertising for you. A great way to get your name, your face, your brand out there, and you didn't have to do anything additional. If your sellers don't have Facebook, it's not a problem. They can email this reporting to their friends and family just so they can see all the work that you've done for them to get their home promoted online. And then here we have on the right the main piece where we want to make sure that we are targeting them with their ad. So when they go to Google, they type in today's news, they decide to read the real estate section of New York Times, there is their ad on the right. That's that mic drop, that magic moment for your seller when they realize you really have delivered on your promises and that you're doing everything you can to get their home promoted online. They're going to end up sending a screenshot of that to you. You know, you're going to be working with somebody else. You have all the stuff that you need to be getting done. All of a sudden, you're going to see this screenshot come through, and your seller's just going to be so impressed. And they're going to wonder, how did you actually get their home on the New York Times? So that's amazing. That's a major site. How did you do that for them? And you know that you didn't have to do anything else other than win that listing and now have this partnership with Adwerx. It's all been done brilliantly simple, very easy for you, and you didn't have to worry about it. Took minimal amount of time out of your part other than winning that listing, and now you're going to have that free digital advertising to impress your sellers and promote their home online. That's everything for the automated program here. I'm going to go into some other ad campaigns that we have. Does anybody have any questions on this automated program so far? Hey, Neil, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Perfect.
Couple of questions here. They wanted to know if there's a price change during that while the ad's running. That'll pull from the MLS feed, correct? Will it update all the ads?
So it will not update the ads. Once the listing is entered into MLS and we create the ad the first time, it kind of disconnects from the feed. And I'll show you how to make changes in just a little bit. But if you have, even if you notice in the first 24 hours or whatever, maybe there's a price reduction, you want to change the property photo, anything like that, you will need to go in and manually make those edits.
Okay.
Great question.
And then also if there was a status change, so say it sells within that first week, they'll have to go in and manually cancel the ad if they want?
Yep. So there's two things that you can do, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So where there's the just listed banner, we have a couple of other banners that you can put out. So maybe the home sold in 3 days. Take advantage of that free advertising that you have if you don't want to cancel it. You can change the banner to just sold and then maybe make the headline sold in 3 days, kind of to still give yourself that free advertising, branding yourself, marketing yourself out there, because then people are going to say, wow, they sold that home in 3 days. That's amazing. So really take advantage of it if you want to. If you do want to cancel it, then that's perfectly fine. You would have to go in and cancel the ads campaign. Otherwise, if you just want to change out the banner, change out the text, you can do that too to make it work in your advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
What happens to, say you bought 2 weeks worth of ads, and then it sold in that 2 weeks, do they keep advertising it, or does that?
There was another question. If they had extended the ad period by 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, and then it sells in that, can they cancel it? Do they pay for those weeks up front, or is it billed for actual runtime?
So you go out and you purchase those extensions on your own. You can cancel the ad at that point. You do get charged up front, but then when you cancel the ad, whatever remaining marketing dollars are on that campaign will be issued to your account as a store credit, and you can apply it to anything else in the future.
So they just prorate to new campaigns.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
I think we're good.
Perfect. I'm going to mute you. I'm going to talk about some branding ad campaigns, then we'll go into your portal.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. So we went over the automation program here. So now let's talk about branding yourself. So maybe you don't have any new listings right now. It's kind of slow with the end of the year happening, wintertime. Or maybe you're just a new agent. You want to get your name, your face out there. We have two different ad campaigns that you can sign up and purchase on your own. One is targeting zip codes, and the other is targeting your sphere of influence. So here with the zip code campaign, it lets you become locally famous within a specific zip code. Lets you farm to that zip code, let people know that you are the real estate expert in that area. We target these ads the same way that we do with the listing ad campaigns, based off of browsing behavior and location. So if it's anybody that is looking for real estate in that specific zip code, or if they happen to look at real estate related websites while they were in that zip code and then maybe left and went back home, maybe it's a second home for them or they were visiting, they will still be targeted with your ads. As a Coldwell Banker Griffith & Blair American Home agent, you do receive a 25% discount, whether you purchase a listing ad campaign, zip code, or sphere of influence. So the 25% discount is across the board. Here with the zip code campaigns, you can get up to 15,000 views per month. What we do here is we sell 10 spots total, 5 for the web, 5 for mobile and Facebook. There's only so much marketing that can be put into a specific zip code, so we really do have to limit it to 10 spots. So it can be up to 10 agents that purchase a zip code. Maybe all 10 spots are available and they decide to buy out all 10 spots. It's however you really want to market and brand yourself. Adwerx is a branding platform. It is not lead generating. So I just want to make that kind of clear to everybody that it's all about building your brand, staying ahead of your clients, being that face, that name that they remember. So you may not see leads right off the bat, but this is something that's going to take time to help you increase your business and make sure that you are top of mind. So with these spots, you can buy one of each if you want. You can buy just one. You can buy all of them if they're available. If all 10 spots in a specific zip code are sold out, there will be an option to join the wait list. You'll add your email address, and then once the zip code comes available, you'll be emailed and have a short amount of time to go in and make that purchase. And pricing and availability will vary based on zip code. It's typically based off of the median home value for that area. And so one zip code may be a little bit more expensive than another. But again, this is a great way to just kind of, build your brand in one specific area. We've had people target like a certain zip code for a school district, letting them know that they were that real estate agent, that expert in the area for that school. So there's all different ways that you can really make this work. And then my personal favorite one is targeting your sphere of influence. So this can be whether you're a new agent, maybe you've been around for a while, you have lots of different lists to target. Really, it's just targeting email addresses. So a minimum of 100 contacts, maximum of 5,000. You get 2,500 views a month, so it's best to kind of stay within that 500 to 800 contacts, so then they get to see your ads a couple of times a month. But this is all about staying top of mind within a specific network. So maybe you have one contact list that's for friends and family, or another one that's cold leads. It's really great because if you send out monthly marketing emails, this isn't something that they can unsubscribe from. It's following them on Facebook, mobile, and the web. So it's just an ad that shows up in unavailable ad space for the Facebook, mobile, and the web. And it's reminding people that you are the agent they should be working with. So it's a nice, quiet reminder, staying ahead of your contact list. And you can edit these ads to kind of, make them however you want, kind of customize them a little bit to make yourself really stand out. But it's just a great way to increase your referral business and stay top of mind. So moving on, it's important to know how to actually access your dashboard here. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, but this is the home screen, and we will go to cbgb.adwerx.com to access this portal here, which I'm going to pull up right now. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Okay, so this here is your portal, cbgb.adwerx, ADWERX.com. When you get here, they'll bring you to the home screen, and you can actually sign up for any of these ad campaigns. So maybe you have a listing that started before November 29th that is back on the market, or you just want to have an additional push of advertising for. You can go in and you can make a purchase on your own. Just because it wasn't a part of the automated program doesn't mean that you can't buy an ad here, on your own. Maybe it's a listing that's under 80,000 for single-family homes, or under 45,000 for a condo or townhome. You can still go in and purchase it on your own to get that digital advertising for your property. If you do receive an automated ad and an email comes through, once you click on that, it'll bring you into your account. That way you can change your password for logging in the future. If you've never had an ad with Adwerx, then you don't currently have an account. But that's not a problem, because once you start creating these ads, it'll actually have you create that account at the very end. So, there's a couple of different ways that you can log in. Once you have logged in, you just click on the top here, and I'll have you enter in your email and your password, and then you can go from there. So right now, I'm going to show you how to promote a listing. And this is if you want to create a new listing, like I mentioned, or if you need to make changes to the ad that's been automated. It's the same template builder, so I'll walk you through the same process and show you how to make those edits. So I'm going to pull in just a random address here. It's really important to know that because we have integrated with your feed, any address that you enter in should automatically populate your information. It should have your agent information already pulled up. It should have the property photo, everything like that. If for whatever reason you get this error like I just did, it's not a problem. It's just one extra step in having to go and create the ad. So again, we can't find it. We're going to create this ad on our own. Now we're in the template builder, and it pretty much looks the same for all three ad campaigns that we have available. Here for the listing ad campaign, the colors are locked down, so you stay on brand. The logo is locked down as well. You can upload your own ad. Maybe you work with a graphic designer, or you're really good at Canva. You can go in and upload your own ads. It will give you the size requirements that are needed, and you can do this through all three ad campaigns. But because we're meant to be a brilliantly simple digital marketing platform here, I'm going to stick with the template builder. I think it works great for what I need it for, so this is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to plug in my information here. And what's really great is that when you upload pictures, it's going to automatically crop them for you, which is nice because with the custom ads, you do have to fit certain size requirements. But when we are actually working through the template builder here, you can just upload anything, and then you can automatically move it, size it, and it'll crop on its own. Add in my headshot. Again, all of your information will automatically populate for you. Sorry, it's a little slow right now. All right, I'm just going to cancel the headshot since it won't pop up. If you don't happen to have a headshot, it's not a problem. The ad will still go through for you. It'll just realign the company name and your information here. It's like I said earlier, maybe from the time the automated ad went out, when it was created, entered into MLS to the time it went live. So even within 24 hours, you've already had a price reduction, or maybe you've already sold the home. You can come up here to this corner ribbon and you can change it out. So you can either leave it with no ribbon and just change out the headline. You can put a just sold on here, maybe, write sold in 3 days, or there was a price reduction. You can do that too. I like this one for open house. It's really, it's really great letting people know that you have an open house coming up. Maybe you purchased that ad campaign on your own, but kind of, driving more traffic to that home. Or you can even say that it's pending. So there's definitely different things that you can do. You can really customize it on your own, even after the ad has gone live. But for me, I'm just going to say that it was just listed and put in my information here. All right, once everything looks good, I think I'm good except for my headshot here. I'm going to check to see all ad sizes. And it's going to pull up what it'll look like on Facebook, Instagram, and the web. I think everything looks good here. I'm going to click next. So now with the automated campaign, when the ads are created for you and paid for that first week, they're going to automatically target a 15-mile radius of that property. If you are purchasing a listing ad campaign on your own, you can select specific cities. Maybe people from other cities and states tend to, move to your area, be interested in your area. You can actually enter them in one at a time. I would suggest not doing more than maybe 3 to 5 cities and states, just because it's going to dilute the number of impressions for that area. For me, I'm going to stick with the 15-mile radius because we know that people tend to move within a 15, 20-mile radius of where they currently live. Click next. And now it brings us to the destination page. So with the automated ads, the destination page is the listing page that's entered into MLS associated with the property for Coldwell Banker. That's automatically pulled through here. So when everybody clicks on your ad for the automated listing ad, it directs them straight to the listing page. If you're purchasing an ad campaign on your own, you can put in whatever listing page you want. So it can be your agent page or destination page, I apologize. You can put in the listing page for the property, you can put in your personal page, business page, team page, whatever it may be. As long as it has the information on that ad, that's what you want people to be directed to. So as long as it has your contact info and information about what is displayed on that ad, that's where you can direct them. I'm going to do Adwerx here. Click next. And then it brings us to our checkout page here. So we can confirm that the ad looks good, nothing is missing except for my headshot. It lets us know the destination page and the listing address for that property. And then on the left here, it tells us the campaign lane. So for 1 week with your Coldwell Banker discount, it is $44.25. 2 weeks goes up to $88.50. And then again, you get that price break if you do anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks. So you could potentially, if you wanted to, buy 5 weeks all at once, then maybe the home sells in a week or you don't want to advertise it anymore. Any remaining marketing dollars that are available on that campaign will be added to your account as store credit. I'm going to run it just for 1 week here. The regular price is $59, so with your 25% discount, you get $14.75 off. Scroll down. If you don't have an account at this time, this is your first time ever with Adwerx, go in and enter your first name, last name, email, and create a password. That will then create this account for you. If you already have an account, make sure that you sign in. It's really important that you are on the Coldwell Banker, Griffith, and Blair American Home portal page. Otherwise, you're not going to receive that 25% discount. Like you saw, anybody that is not a partner is going to have to pay $59. So it's really, really important that you see that you are getting this discount here for 25% off. So enter in your information. And then this is really great. As of November 2nd, Adwerx has partnered with NAR to offer all NAR members a 15% bonus impression on their ad campaigns. So as long as you have your NERDS ID, you just enter it here. You can also enter it on your main dashboard. But once you enter that in, it will give you an additional 15% in bonus impressions just for being a member. and then continue to scroll down, add in your credit card information, purchase and launch the ad. It will then prompt you to add your seller's information because you are purchasing this on your own. So make sure to add in your seller's email address, and then you'll be emailed letting you know that your ad campaign will be up and running in about 24 hours. If you ever have any questions, we have our contact information pinned to every page in your portal here. So right now it says email us. Technically we are not open until 11 today because we are on a delay. So when it is outside of business hours, it will say email us. If it's not as pertinent, you can send an email and somebody will respond usually within 24 to 36 hours. You can call us at this 888 number Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Eastern time. And then when it is during business hours, email us will actually flip to a live chat, and you can have a live chat session with somebody on our customer support team. Again, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Eastern time. Any other questions here? Anything you want me to show you? I'm happy to help here. But really that is everything about this new partnership. I hope you have already started to receive those emails, letting you know that your ad campaigns are out, making sure your sellers' emails are added to the campaigns as well, so they are getting the reporting and are targeted with their ads. This session is also being recorded, so I'll send this over to Neil today. We do have another session coming up. I believe it's next week. So, you know, if you want to hop back on, have additional questions, feel free to join me for another training. But if there aren't any other questions now, then I will release you for the day. I hope that you are excited. Let's see. If someone is searching from outside the 15-mile radius for our specific area, no, they have to be within 15 miles of that property. So as long as they're within 15 miles of the property, then they will see the listing ad. It's not somebody that's just searching the area. They won't see the ads. If somebody buys a zip code ad campaign and they're searching in that zip code and then they go back home outside of that 15-mile radius, then they will be targeted with the ads. But specifically, we're only targeting people that are within a 15-mile radius of that property. Also, I'm not sure if you have a lot of agents that do co-listings. This is a question that tends to pop up frequently. If you are a primary agent on a co-listing, then you are the only person that is going to receive the ad campaign with your information and in your account. So if you are a secondary agent on a co-listing, you will not receive an automated ad. We can only create one ad per property into one account, and so it only pulls through for the primary agent. If you're the secondary agent, you would like to purchase the campaign on your own with your own information, you can certainly do that, but the free 7 days will only go to the primary agent. Campaign pricing on sphere of influence. Let me pull that up for you real quick. So for the zip code campaigns and the sphere of influence campaigns, we do a minimum of a quarterly campaign. So you can sign up for 3 months, and then the campaign will auto renew. You'll receive an email 7 days before the campaign ends to renew the campaign or cancel it. But otherwise, you can do a 1 year or 2 year ad campaign for both options, and the pricing will vary. So let me just try to get this to upload here. See if it lets me go through without the image. I want to say it's $7.11 for the year. It's $84.15 a month. I'm trying to remember the pricing. Sorry, guys. I'll send that over to Neil so you guys have that pricing information. It's just not pulling up for me, and I don't want to quote you the wrong price. But I'll send that over to him when I send over the recording. Let's see. I don't know if it's going to pull up. And then zip codes, if you just go through, you can actually toggle, on which zip code you want to purchase, and I'll let you know the pricing there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this morning. I'll send over the recording and the pricing for Sphere of Influence. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Neil. He can let me know, or you can reach out to our support team Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Eastern time. I hope you enjoy the program and have a great day. Thank you so much.